Nebraska looking to advance yet again to another regional, which would, if they win, be held right here at the Devaney Sports Center. Bergen Riley starts it off here in Lincoln. And there is Lopez with the first swing, right at Riley with the dig. Out of system is Nebraska. And a good up by Rosado, the libero for the Hurricanes. Pulled out of the net, free ball opportunity here for the Canes.
Bergen Riley playing some great defense.
Big swing there, but not down by Landfair. Now Nebraska with the free ball opportunity. They were in the middle. Was there a touch? No, Hurricanes point.
Becca Alec just didn't get on top of that ball. It looked like she was on the back of it. She had some space there, just didn't get it cleanly.
Watch this jump serve from Heredia Cologne. High toss and attacks. She is also high error on the season. She has more than 85 service errors.
And I believe she had 4 last night, but again, she's high, you take the risk reward, and if she gets in a groove, she can be deadly back there.
Speaking of deadly, that was Olivia Mauk last night from the service line. She just served there. Harper Murray with her first swing gets the fingertips and the kill.
Just a beautiful swing there by Harper Murray. She's got big block. She's taking the ball down the line, high off the hands. That deep corner space is open, and finds a quick point.
Olivia Mauk at one point rattled off 10 consecutive from the service line last night against Florida A&M. From all the way across the court comes Murray to keep it alive. Another free ball opportunity here for the Huskers, and they'll go behind to Merritt Beeson, and Beeson off the block of Ashley Carr, and the kill for Merritt Beeson.
Great adjustment there by Merritt Beeson. Instead of taking it hard down, she goes at the high hands. Big blocker up there of Carr, but gets it to go off the hands and long.
So Mauk picking up where she left off.
In the post-match press conference, she said Coach was on her after the Minnesota game, like, we scored 0 points in your rotation. So she kind of took that as a challenge and has definitely stepped up her game from the service line. Last night was a great example of that work, and that's just the kind of kid that she is.
I think Harper Murray piped in and said that Jordan Larson has been helping her a lot with hand placement on the ball, and that her ball is moving a lot more on that float serve than it has previously in the year.
Yeah, Coach Cook said it doesn't look like it's a tough ball, but Harper validated, yeah, we don't like to pass when she's serving because there is a lot of movement on it.
But could call it a JV serve.
Yeah, I believe so.
Overpass, Merritt Beeson, Nebraska up 5-2.
And again, that all led with a great serve there by Lexi Rodriguez. That barely skimmed the tape and pops right back up to Beeson.
Swing from that right pin.
I believe that was Ava Carney on the outside there. Taking that sharp angle, getting it inside the block and underneath Rodriguez.
Did not see Ava Carney last night in the first round. She was announced as a starter here tonight.
What a push there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That violation called on Carney.
Bergen Riley to the other left front corner, back sets it all the way, not just partially, but she pushes that ball all the way to the pin. Great job. That's why she is Big Ten Setter of the Year.
Tried the quick tempo out to the pin. A miscommunication. They've got a Harper who rolls it over. Good up there by Heredia Cologne out of the back row. The swing long and point for Nebraska.
I believe that was Lopez in that right back. She is in the back row right now, and they are utilizing her in that right back corner as an attacker. a lot of times the back row attack comes out of the middle, but here it's a different angle too, and her being a lefty, that's a really great position.
Big swing, got the touch and the kill for Heredia Cologne.
Heredia Cologne there in the middle coming in. So that's one thing that this Miami team will do is have her appear different places. So we talked about her getting a lot of balls. Got to track her and make sure got 2 blockers up on her.
On the slide, Jackson with her first swing, sent right back. There was a touch, and Harper Murray got the kill.
I believe off the hand of Rodriguez there. And that's Ariana Rodriguez for Miami.
These second round matches have gone much different this year than they have in years previously. You come in thinking, oh, second round match, you should advance to a regional if you're a top seed. We have several top seeds who have dropped sets here already tonight. Pitt, while they didn't lose the first one, it was 28-26 and they won, as that's a kill by Heredia Cologne, who enjoyed it with a little dance.
Yeah.
So Pitt won 28-26. UNI is on top of Louisville on the road, 2-1, and Penn State just gave up a set to UNC in another battle of ACC versus Big Ten. Heredia Cologne again. Yeah, that's where she can be dangerous. She's having some fun.
Yep, she's got a lot of spirit in her too, and she likes to celebrate and enjoy good plays, as she should.
Well, the attitude, I think, of this Miami team coming in, as they said last night, and we heard their setter, Ariana Rodriguez, say it in the postgame, she said they're going to have to generate their own energy, generate their own vibe, and create something in this environment. And you can see that already. They're trying to get their own vibe going here tonight.
Absolutely, and she's the one to do it. Her and Rodriguez both have that personality, and really are going to get their team excited and provide that, like you said, that extra energy they need in an arena full of red.
Well, if there's any doubt if they would play loose, I think they've answered that.
Yep, absolutely.
Lopez's swing out of the back row goes long. Huskers up by 4.
But speaking of them playing loose, I just think that's their characteristic. They're very comfortable. They got a good chemistry amongst the team, and they are players and a team that kind of nicks play, moves on, has a short memory.
Push back to Cologne. She got another kill.
She's tough. A lot of power there coming by Heredia Cologne. She comes in with a lot of heat. Heredia Cologne has 3 kills, hitting 750 right now.
Wow. Block touch on the swing from Landfair, and that is wide from Heredia Cologne, her first hitting error.
That ball was a little bit inside, and she comes in. It's kind of a flat attack. Didn't snap off of that. Trying for the hands, I believe, on that middle blocker's inside hand.
Ran the middle, not down by Ashley Carr. Nebraska kept it alive. And the block, and Carr comes back to get the block.
Great block there by Carr, working hard to get closed. Her and Lopez up. That right side has really been difficult to get past the block of Miami.
So back to serve now is Flor-Marie Heredia Cologne. She's out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. First team all ACC, second team last year. Lopez with the swing into the block, and Nebraska's block.
Rebecca Alec and Mare Beeson over there closing it down. Took that angle, and it looks like Mare Beeson got most of her hands on that. And look at that push in, that swipe to the middle of the court.
First block for the Huskers against a team that is known for its block in the Hurricanes. Nebraska this season had just one match in which they had more than 14 blocks, as there's another kill for the Huskers, goes off the platform of the Canes. And a timeout taken by Cato Gondera. Huskers on top, 13-8 here in set number 1 against the Miami Hurricanes. Devaney Sports Center, along with Kathy Wieskamp, I'm Larry Putney. There's a look at our two coaches, John Cook and Cato Gondera. They are not unfamiliar with each other. Gondera was on the staff of Washington under Jim McLaughlin back in 2010. And if you're a volleyball fan, you certainly remember what happened post-match between John Cook and Jim McLaughlin. They've certainly, it's all been smoothed out since, but Gondera was on that staff for the Huskies back in 2010 when Nebraska thought it had a bad call go long late in what would have been set point for Nebraska. John Cook shook Jim's hand and said it was out. Nice match. Jim took offense. Yeah. It's all been settled since.
That's the intensity,
all in the spirit,
Yep, of the match.
Yai Rosado now to serve. Around the quick, and Rebecca Alec.
Nebraska really trying to get middles involved, particularly Rebecca Alec up there in the front row, getting her in the action, keeping that block off balance. That'll free up some of the pins hitters, hopefully, if she can kind of establish herself in the middle.
Great up Rodriguez. Net violation called on Nebraska.
Yep. I think Harper just got a little overzealous there and got in the net. Here we get a chance to see. Yep, that outer arm. Trying to push and seal strong.
Serve long.
Nebraska now in that 5-1, so 2 hitters up front.
Swing is long out of the back row by Heredia Colon. And after going 3 kills in her first 4 swings, she now has a couple of errors in her last 2.
Again, it's feast-famine kind of thing and risk-reward. She's just an aggressive attacker, and she goes after the ball. And she does the same thing when she's at that service line. But she'll continue to get lots of opportunities to swing at it.
There is Lopez. Good thumb down by Lopez to go away on that left-handed swing from the right pin.
Lopez, too, comes with a lot of power and heat on the ball. Here she slices it underneath Andy Jackson.
Into the triple block. Heredia Colon.
And Wilson and I believe Rodriguez all in there, pinching in tight. Nebraska, like we talked, they're in that 5-1, so they got only 2 hitters, going to try and work around and spread things out.
Andy Jackson. That goes off the fingertips of Heredia Colon, but lands on the Canes side.
And Heredia Colon is really keying in and where Jackson is, and she is physically very strong up there at the net. So you're not going to probably use her very often. So you're going to have to work. Jackson's going to have to find a way to work around her if she wants to get a kill.
Choboy
Great
off
job
the second
by
touch.
Choboy. Great save there.
And did not get over. But that's all thanks to Choboy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love the defensive effort. And Choboy, she's one of those players that is just there. I mean, she's just so fast, and she finds her way there quickly. She reads so well.
Serve long. First service error.
Yep.
A lot of Moisio now into the game. Moisio out of Waukegan, Illinois, Carmel Catholic. Good pass by Choboy, and the centered up by Bergen Riley.
Bergen Riley has become such an offensive-minded setter late here, the last third of the season. Takes those balls up, and she's also so good about decoying. You don't know. She does it the last second, and she really disguises her intentions.
Yeah, to the point, Kathy, where she's hitting .416 now on the season.
Yeah, I mean, she's just doing a tremendous job, knows where open areas are, has good feel and sense of when and where. Great ups in defense here. And Choboy to keep that alive.
How about that defense? Cologne will roll it this time, and Choboy can't get to that one.
Great decision there. You know, I mean, that's just smart shot selection.
Rodriguez back to serve. Three-time ACC Setter of the Week. She reached 1,000 assists on the season last night against South Dakota State.
Great swing there by Taylor Landfair on the outside. Got a ball. She really drove to that ball. And again, her being 6'5", her contact point, look at that, where she's able to reach that ball. That gives her a great angle to hit down and through the ball.
How about this? Landfair, Beeson, Murray, Alec, all hitting .333.
Well, and again, just the diversity of Nebraska's offense, utilizing so many attackers.
Great up by Rodriguez. Landfair from off the net. Not much she was going to do about that. Ashley Carr right there.
Yeah, Carr shut that down pretty quick.
Nebraska siding out at 85% here in set one. Not a bad pass there by Landfair. Go right back to her. She tried line, and that's long. No touch point for the Canes. Great pass. Bigger block. That block has been big. Miami, started to say this earlier.
Yeah.
Nebraska's best blocking match of the season was 15. The Canes in their matches against Stanford, Texas, and Pitt had 14 or more in all of those, including 20 against number one Texas. Now it was a 5-setter, but it's a team that certainly the Canes have beaten, and they're looking good right now with 5 blocks here in this first set.
Well, I feel like they're doing a great job as far as setup, but also they go up so are locked in with those shoulders, and those hands are very solid when you go up. So where somebody might be there, but if they're not up strong, they're going to get twos or utilized.
Well, Heredia Cologne last night had, in just a 3-set match, 48 attempts, 48 swings.
And 21 kills out of those 48. She gets lots of balls. We talked about front row, back row, but she delivers. That's the key thing about her. And she's smart. She's got some sass to her also out there, and she loves playing this game, and she loves to compete.
Yeah, those 48 swings in a 3-set match were 6th all-time in Miami history, and the 21 kills that she had in the 3-set match, 5th all-time in Miami history. So she certainly delivered last night against SDSU in that sweep that they had of the Jackrabbits in the first round.
Well, and her season high was 30 kills, and so, I mean, she brings it.
Yeah.
Definitely talked about lethal and big arms. She definitely fits the bill.
So Nebraska's taking the timeout here. As Miami on a 3-0 scoring run. Nebraska was up 21-14, now 21-17. Did that change the side-out percentage in a hurry?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So Heredia Cologne back to serve again.
And we've talked about if she gets on a run,
Yeah.
I mean, she can be lethal back there at that service line as well.
Beeson goes right back to her. She'll toss the free ball over. And Nebraska's block. That's Rebecca Alec.
Great response by Nebraska with their block. Becca Alec up solid, worked hard on the outside. I think she got most of the hands on there, but again, the key is the setup there, and Lanfear did a nice job.
Lopez pulled inside, and Lopez gets the kill.
Lopez has been hitting underneath the block, and Nebraska hasn't really made an adjustment yet. You can see Malk is deep a little bit, slide up underneath that block, maybe give her a better opportunity, but a great swing by Lopez. Got the hand
great
there.
Cross court has pulled it inside and underneath the block. And the kill for Beeson.
Beeson does a great job with that sharp angle. She comes across and that arm swings really across her body and really at that sharp angle. I don't know if that would have been in for sure had not Rodriguez touched it, but it's a great shot.
Rodriguez can't keep it up. Malk doesn't get to it. And Lopez with another kill.
Great adjustment there by Lopez. She's been going underneath the block, that hard cross court. Here she takes one hard down the line.
Lopez to serve. Run Andy Jackson. And Jackson gets the kill, and Nebraska has set point here in the first. Heredia Cologne is long, no touch, point Nebraska, and set one goes to Nebraska. (25-19). Huskers hit 235 in set one to Miami's 091. And they lead it here in Lincoln, 1-0 over Miami. Nebraska beat Miami 3-0 at the Coliseum, and then the Huskers lost the next night to Hawaii, and Hawaii advanced to the Final Four.
Well, and they've made the tournament the last 4 years, so the seniors on this team have never not been in the tournament. And
right.
So they really feel like that's an advantage for them as they've come into this tournament. They've been here, their senior leadership, and then they've got great young players, as we've been talking about all night. Some pretty good special players out there on the court. Great decision there. Middle of the court, defense is back, and as they start out, just catching everybody off balance. They're not ready to move quick. Great job by Rebecca Alec. I believe that's her third kill in the match.
We're in the middle. Good tempo and timing, and Ashley Carr delivers. Ashley's really been playing very well over the course of the last 5 matches. She had 5 kills, 9 attempts, 333 last night against STU, but this right now her best 5-match run of the season in terms of number of kills, hitting over 400 in those 5 matches.
Well, and this is the time to be doing it, and that's one of the things. It's like we've got everybody doing good things. We just need to get everybody clicking together, and that's kind of what they said. This is the time to do it, and she definitely is playing her very best at this time.
Underneath the block again goes Merritt Beeson, and now back to serve. Overpass. Good dig. Oh, great touch on the second ball, but not down.
Yep. And great up, though. Harper Murray was right there. Great response out of that Karen block. And a touch.
Nebraska got the touch.
Yep, and Coach came over and asked Carr. He just wanted some clarification, and Carr immediately shook her head, yeah. So no challenge. Yep. And that's what you do. Coaches need to trust players, and players are going to, if they know they did, they're not going to waste it and say something different.
Carr not down. A great diving save by Rosado. And then off of Nebraska's block. And there's Heredia Cologne again.
I mean, she just is everywhere, and she's getting so many swings and so many opportunities. That's her 11th swing in this match. Her and Lopez, 11 and 13. Great save there by Rodriguez, but just couldn't make that next play on the ball. That Hurricanes, great effort. Look at that, just going all the way out. And Rodriguez is just an outstanding player. She just has just great instincts out on the court. She's a great leader as the setter. Good save there, just a reaction.
Good pancake up. On the slide, Jackson, no touch is long.
And Jackson, I think, got a little heady here about those couple big blocks that stopped her in set one. She's trying to go high and around them, and she's just missing.
Into the tape by Lopez.
Lopez again with that jump serve again. There's a lot of benefits if you can get it in and get it going, but struggling so far. That's 3 service errors for the Hurricanes.
Off the tape, did not touch a Husker, and it'll be point Nebraska.
And here you see again Lopez from the back row and that right back, the attack from that right back corner.
Out of the back row, into the block.
This time the Huskers stop Heredia Cologne. Landfair and Alec up solid, and look at them sealing together. I believe that looked like Landfair got most of the ball. Great block set up and close.
Pulled it back out, set over. Nebraska will save it, and Wilson will get credit for the kill, so Dahlia Wilson.
Again, I think they're questioning. She had the space to make that play, why the whistle was occurred.
Taylor Landfair.
Yep, just a great shot there for her. I really like her getting out and driving hard to that ball. Here she's cutting it underneath. You can see the blockers there, but she just slices it underneath the middle blocker's arm.
Bergen Riley now will serve for Nebraska. Heredia Cologne off the block. Landfair pulls it back out and over. Right back to her. Tried the line. Did she get a touch?
Yep,
there was a touch on Nebraska, and point for the Canes.
Yep. That outside hand.
Moisio now to serve. Big swing in the middle, Rebecca Alec. 9-5 Nebraska here in set 2.
Alec finding an open space between the blockers, and that's where she's swinging through, doing a great job. She can go anywhere along the net there. She finds that gap and delivers.
Heredia Cologne cuts that inside the block. Boy, all kinds of shots for Heredia Cologne.
And talking about a player who can deliver, she definitely is that. Look at her slice that underneath. Thumb down. Just a great angle.
And a touch again and another kill for Heredia Cologne. That is 8.
And that just shows again her knowledge and her ability to make several types of shots and great play. She comes with that big killer shot and then just comes back, catches you off guard.
There's Baron Peason. Got to it before the block did.
Yep, that's really the key there. She was able to beat the block. The block was not closed. Carr wasn't quite there, and you can see that big gap. She recognizes, and it takes it right through.
Harper Murray on Heredia Cologne, the solo block with the left hand.
You got to be up on her. You know she's going to get the ball. Even Nebraska is serving to her. Rodriguez is putting the pressure on, making her take that first ball and trying to slow her down and control her on the attack. 4th
block for Nebraska. Lopez. Block touch by Nebraska. Merritt Beeson. Oh, great hustle, diving is Rodriguez, and then the overpass put down by Nebraska. Wow.
What a great finish there from Nebraska, but you have got to credit Rodriguez for that great play. She is just all over the floor making great plays for Miami. She's so quick. Great change of direction, but a great job.
There's Ashley Carr. Back to serve the dangerous Heredia Cologne. Brushes the tape, great pass by Rodriguez, and Nebraska in system gets it to Andy Jackson.
And Rodriguez, that first touch ball, key there, and then Andy Jackson just waiting for the opportunity to run that 3 in the gap.
Ran the middle again. Left side, Lopez, good up Rodriguez. Harper Murray off the top of the block. Good touch there by the Canes. Back row, tip is down. Got it again. Heredia Cologne.
She just has a sense and a feel of when that's going to go and when that's going to work, and she's done it several times here. And the Huskers really scrambling around, playing great defense, but couldn't get to that one.
On the slide. Tried deep corner, good diving up there by Rosado, but it goes long and point Nebraska. But great save there, though, by Rosado.
Rosado doing a great job. I think she maybe kind of stretched that shoulder out. She's kind of grabbing it afterwards. But, again, I love that effort. And Riley looking for that deep corner. And Rosado still messing with that shoulder a little bit.
Tip not down.
Great up there by Murray.
Wide. What aggressive swing there.
Yeah. Just a lot of heat. She's been mixing up. I really like Lopez really mixing up her attack, going line, cross court. Just missed her mark.
15-9, middle of set number 2. Huskers on top, 1-0 over the Canes. Huskers have opened up the 6-point lead here in set 2 and looking for the win and to move on to regionals next week, which would be right here at the Devaney Center. There's a look at the bracket. Dayton awaits. And the ace by Harper Murray, and Harper leads the team with 31 aces on the year.
Great out of a timeout, coming and serving aggressively.
Great up by Orr. Into the net.
Tough ball coming over the back of Landfair. Just misconnects, misses that ball.
What an amazing battle tonight in Louisville as UNI, Northern Iowa, took on the Cardinal, and Louisville wins it in 5, 22-20 in the 5th.
Wow.
So Danny Busboom-Kelly's team survives and moves on. Kirsten Bernthal-Booth, whose team will play Texas next week, had flown out to Louisville to watch her daughter play for Northern Iowa, lead the way for the Panthers. She was on hand to watch them lose a heartbreaker, 22-20.
Wow. Great up there by Cho Boy, and a decision to push deep. Great up there.
Lopez into the block. Landfair with the solo.
Landfair has been doing a tremendous job setting up her block in this match. She set up and she's been solid. I believe that's her 3rd block in this match.
And the ace.
Kennedy Orr, that's what she does. She comes in and creates the opportunity to do something positive, exactly what she did there. Great service, ace.
19-10, Nebraska with the lead here in set 2.
Her season high is 4 blocks, so she's encroaching on that very quickly.
Kennedy Orr now to serve.
And
did get
just
back over.
Great job there by Becca Alec to stay focused.
Taylor Landfair.
Great job here. And again, you got to credit Becca Alec for staying focused on that ball, popping it up at Landfair, then putting herself in a position to really go hard after that ball.
Tipped over. Alec on the slide off the top of the block. Good touch. Pushed right back outside. Not down by Ava Carney, and it is Ava Carney with the kill.
Carney doing a nice job going high hands there. Going off and deep. I don't know if you noticed there, Rebecca Alec was on the outside
right.
and Bergen Riley on the inside as she came around on that slide and didn't get to switch back.
Feliciano with the serve. Free ball opportunity here for the Canes. Ooh, what a swing by Heredia Cologne. And that went right at
Showboy,
who's slow to get up.
She got pretty good right on the shoulder there. Didn't get her in the face, but she can take it. Actually, I think she thrives in those situations.
Serve is long.
That's fifth service ace, and that's really been a challenge for this Hurricane team throughout the season. We've seen that be a nemesis for them.
No touch there. Heredia Cologne is long, and you heard the ooh from the crowd.
Yep. Definitely did not get her hand through on that one and just got the crowd involved as it went all the way past the court into the about fourth row.
She'll get another chance here. Beeson sends the free ball over. Second touch, great kill by Ariana Rodriguez.
Simple there for our Rodriguez, just take that over cleanly. Rebecca Alec was not honoring her as that front row setter, and easy kill. And Rodriguez is definitely a offensive-minded setter too.
And the tip.
So
Rebecca Alec with the kill.
Alex says, you can tip on me. I'll return the favor there. Just a great job reading triple block. So there's space around the edges of that block, and she finds the floor.
Good pace out to Heredia Cologne, and then the kill in the middle.
Carr did a great job there. Like you said, good pace to the outside, but Carr was flying right around, and she's right off the back of Rodriguez. Well executed play there in transition.
Rodriguez now will serve. And Murray over the block, but did get the touch.
And Lopez shook her head, yes.
Yep.
You know.
We'll have set point here in the second. Huskers looking to go up 2-0. Quick run in the middle, and the solo block, Andy Jackson on Ashley Carr to end set number 2. So Nebraska looking like the top seed in this quadrant. They have taken the first 2 from Miami, 25-14. That one 25-19 in the first. Huskers up 2-0. So Huskers looking for the sweep. They took the first 2 handily, 25-19, 25-14. Olivia Malk as Nebraska will start off in rotation 2.
They've rotated.
Yep. And Malk with the service error to start it off. Not something you see often. Heredia Cologne will serve. Nebraska has handled the tough topspin jump serves very well and in system, as Rebecca Alec shows you Nebraska eats.
Yeah, and perfect. Again, Rebecca Alec sold it. I mean, with the perfect pass, the middle blocker stayed with Rebecca, gave that one-on-one for Harper as she comes off that first ball touch as well.
She might have not been saying she might have been saying reels it in. She reeled her in, got her inside, opened up the pin. I believe there was a touch there, point Miami.
Lopez finding the fingers. That's Lopez's 6th kill. However, she is hitting negative in the match. Actually right at 0 after that one. Malk doing a great job there staying with that ball.
Off the block and out, Beeson with the kill. Merritt Beeson now with 7 kills in the match.
Beeson there tooling off the block, swing trying to get it to ricochet out of bounds. She's been going underneath, and so a change up of that shot there on that last swing.
Tough serve, good pass. Heredia Cologne. And the kill. Nice swing by Ava Carney off that left pin.
Carney doing a nice job there. Looked like it almost went between the two blockers, and yes, it did. Didn't get closed up, weren't shoulder to shoulder there. And that gives the advantage to the attack.
Checking in now to serve is Alanis Vieira, senior out of Longwood, Florida. In to serve. Second touch and another kill for Bergen Riley. Her efficiency is terrific. She's hitting .500 on those second ball dumps.
And she's just so hard to read. I mean, she disguises it. She looks like she's going to set that middle, and just that slight adjustment and sends it over. Yeah, I love her being. That's been the goal for the coaching staff to get her to be more offensively minded up there at the net.
Andy Jackson.
Exclamation point on that one as Jackson comes around right off the back of Riley. Blockers are not closed and right in front of Heredian Cologne.
Fourth kill for Jackson. She came into the match hitting .445 on the year. That'll be top 4 all time for a single season and an ace. For Nebraska's Harper Murray, her second of the match, now has 32 on the season. Short serve and pulled back out.
Good save there.
Great save. Taylor Landfair. Good block touch there by the Canes. Out of the back row. The swing by Heredia Cologne is long. And Nebraska on a 4-0 scoring run. Another tough serve by Murray. She has kept them out of system, and the block by Bergen Riley.
Big hands up there, staying strong. You ever get a chance to see that? I think it was Andy Jackson just did a little hang time there and flicks it back. Nice run here, though, at the service line, as you mentioned, by Harper Murray. Really putting the pressure on. They've made some adjustments in their serve-receive right now. And
down, wow.
Just about didn't get on top of that ball, but again, Jackson was able to get enough for it to drop inside that back line. Good wrist snap. And again, just some movement here with Miami in their serve receive, trying to make some adjustments here. Right now, it's a little bit of confusion.
Another tough pass. Tip back row, Lopez not down. Pushed quick to Jackson. Landfair off the block. Tools the hands, gets the kill, and Landfair now has 6 kills.
Landfair's having a really great night here. 6 kills, hitting .375. She's got four blocks. Just been one of her strong outings here as of late. Just being real consistent. Looking good. Again, tough serve by Murray.
Jackson does not clear the net, and that will end Nebraska's 7-0 run off of the serve of Harper Murray. Murray had a great match last night. As you look at this, just not clear the tape, but last night Harper hit .440, 12 kills, 25 swings, and tonight another outstanding match, 8 kills, hitting .538.
Yeah, she had a double last night. Playing a very complete game.
Well, it is the postseason. It's Harper time.
Actually, I correct that she didn't. She only had 5 digs last night, but 12 kills and hit .440. So,
and the ace for the Canes. Feliciano off the bench has picked up her 18th ace of the season. Check that 5th ace, 17 errors. A little difference there.
Yep.
Another tough serve puts Nebraska out of system. Just misconnects Heredia Cologne into the net. That ends the Canes' 3-0 run. Kennedy Orr back into serve now for Nebraska. Into the block. Rebecca Alex sends it back. Powered right through, and the kill by Landfair.
Landfair goes at the seam this time, just powers it through. With that drive, she really, you can see that shoulder opening up and how quickly she pulls through. Great swing. 7th kill for Landfair with that last one.
Timeout taken by the Hurricanes. Nebraska on top 11-6. You know, Lexi Rodriguez getting near the end of her career, and she has so many milestones and records that it's almost, as she nears the end of her career, it's difficult to keep up with.
I mean, like I said, it's a whole page list, starting from the conference as well as nationally. I mean, should we start reading them off here?
Yeah, I could, yeah. So let's start with, first of all, if she is named an All-American this year, and certainly a favorite to, right, after being named Libero of the Year for the first time ever in the Big Ten Conference. First time they've had that award, but now the third time she's been Defensive Player of the Year, considered that in the Big Ten. But a 3-time potential All-American of the AVCA. That would be a 4th time that she's been named All-American, and only 2 other Huskers have ever been named 4-time All-Americans. Pretty good company in Katie Rolfson and Sarah Pavin. And by the way, Sarah Pavin, I love your new podcast. Outstanding job. Listen to it all the time along with your husband. So those are the only 2 4-time All-Americans in Husker history. Roddy would join them. And right now she is closing in on Justine Wong-Orantes' all-time Diggs record. She's so close. She has 1,834. She needed 56 coming into tonight to tie Justine Wong-Orantes, which means that if Nebraska made it to the semifinal match, she would have to average 14 digs per set to tie the record. If they get to the championship, she would have to average 12.2 digs per set to break the record. Either way, she's going to be right next to one of the greatest ever, an Olympian in Justine Wong-Orantes. And out of the timeout, Taylor Landfair with a big block on the right side.
Landfair continues with great setup, and I'm so impressed with her blocking tonight. She's really had the number for any right side attacker, Lopez, etc. Doing a great job watching their approach and setting up.
Service error.
Well, back to Lexi Rodriguez. She sure has had a career that has been stellar, and wow, is that young lady going to be missed? You know, just not only at Nebraska, but just nationally, again, so well thought of and respected.
Bump set out to Landfair. Down the line, Choboy in defensive position.
As she should be with Heredia and Cologne coming down hard down that line.
Again, self-preservation there for Choboy.
Wow. That's her 11th kill in the match. She's had 30 swings tonight.
Wow. Good up.
Good push there, tough ball.
Rodriguez right back to Heredia Cologne for another kill. And here comes Miami.
Yep, you know that's where that ball's going to go if she has the opportunity, and in that situation it popped right up to Rodriguez, so she fast tempo to the outside.
And the Huskers will take the timeout after the 3-0 Miami run. 12-9, 3-point lead for the Huskers here in the third. Back here at the Devaney Center in Lincoln, Nebraska on top 2-0, leading here in the third, 12-9 over the Hurricanes. Timeout taken by John Cook as Miami in the middle of a 3-0 run.
Yep.
Bergen Riley took it over on 2.
And her numbers just continue to grow. She's hitting over 400. I believe that's her 3rd kill in the match. And hitting 500.
Good pass, Heredia Cologne. Just a few times tonight just has had a difficult time getting on top of the ball and sent them long. I'm not sure if it's connection. The pace is really good out to the pin.
She's coming in fast, but it looks like she might be just a little bit underneath the ball, and then you can't get on top of it quite as much.
One of the touch there. Great feed to Ashley Carr in the middle. Carr with the kill.
Carr's done a great job.
Yeah.
She, anytime that they've given her the ball, she's been able to deliver, and she's working hard in transition to be up and be viable. Rebecca Alec again finding that floor with just that little touch shot, that finesse shot. You see it, they've got triple block up. Well, actually not 2 that time, but defense is not there. It's been money for her all night.
We're in the middle again, not down by Ashley Carr. Harper Murray. Right into the block goes Lopez, and Nebraska now with 7 blocks in the match, make it 8 blocks in the match, 1 ahead of Miami.
And just again have really stepped it up after that first set. The block actually was in favor of Miami in first set, but Nebraska's really made adjustments and shut down.
Another block.
Here again, just on cue. And you learn as the match goes along too. You have tendencies in your scouting report, but again, just getting out there and feeling and seeing the approach, the angles, really, again, you develop kind of that information and knowledge as you go along.
Tough serve by Mauk, right on the hip, near the sideline, and then into the antenna goes Heredia Cologne. Off of the block, point for Miami. So here comes the jump serve again of Heredia Cologne.
And you know she's moved, been in the middle of the court. She's moved to that right back corner too, so trying to get a different location potential.
Miami with just 1 ace on the evening, which is really what they needed to do to put Nebraska out of system, and Huskers have handled the serving of Miami well tonight. Left-handed swing from that right pin by Lopez, and she gets the kill.
Doing a great job here. Lopez, you can see the block wasn't there, wasn't closed, recognizes it, and swings accordingly.
Good push by Bergen Riley.
Great first, second, and third contact there for the Huskers. Just good decisions by Harper Murray, getting that pass right in the triangle, and a good push back and finish by Beeson.
Just wide of the swing by Ashley Carr, but what a set there by Ariana Rodriguez. Just missed cue.
Ariana Rodriguez is a tremendous setter. She actually qualified for the Dominican Republic Olympic team. So she was in Paris and played with the Dominican Republic. That's why she's a redshirt freshman. She was not playing actively for the team last year, but she is phenomenal.
Swing by Lopez goes off Nebraska's block and long. Point for the Canes.
And that long ricochet tells you how much force and velocity is on that ball as it's coming through. Jackson didn't get her hands down. They were flat and sends it long.
Rosado to serve. Came over inside the antenna. Lopez into the block, and Lopez with the kill. Grace Lopez, her kills beginning to rack up. She has 9 now in the match.
She was hot early on, then kind of cooled, and now is kind of getting back in the action here and being very successful. She was negative for a while. She's now in the positive, just under 100. Better receive there for Nebraska.
Andy Jackson. And Andy Jackson with another kill. Her number's a bit off tonight, but that is kill number 6 against 3 errors. She's hitting well below her season average, 154 right now.
The block is definitely keyed in on her. You can tell that's part of the game plan. They've made sure that they've been up with her. It slowed her down a bit, but she's still finding a way.
Andy Jackson. I believe it's got the hands of Jackson, not the tape.
Here we get a chance to see. Not sure there. I think it went in the tape. Net didn't get over.
4-way Nebraska from the sweep, and moving on to the regionals here at the Devaney Center next week.
Mayor Beeson with a big save there.
Harper Murray wanted a touch, will not get it. Point for Miami.
Harper says, I know I got it, and Coach trusts her, grabs the green card.
I believe this is our first challenge of the match here in set 3 at 21-15, which is why we've clipped along at a pretty good pace. At first look, we thought it was well over the hands, but we'll take a look, see if it got a fingertip, one of those micro touches.
I don't think from that view here, I don't think there's anything definitive to tell us. I didn't see fingers move. Like you said, maybe. But I don't think there's anything there to change the call in the court.
So already advancing here in this quadrant. Wisconsin moved on. Dayton has moved on, both winning yesterday into the regionals that, if Nebraska holds on, will be played here at the Devaney Sports Center. And await the winner of that Arizona State-Texas A&M match. I believe A&M took set number 1 in that battle. Sun Devils were looking good in the second. But it has not been cruise control for number 1 seeds. You saw that battle between UNI and Louisville, and went 22-20, 4 service errors after it was at 12s for UNI in that match. And had 4 opportunities to close it out, but Danny Busboom Kelly and her crew survive and advance, and that's the key here in this postseason.
You know, as you go into each next round, it just gets tougher and tougher. But sometimes, too, these early ones, you know, I mean, we have so many good teams. We keep talking about the parity that there is out there. There's so many good teams. It's not easy any step of the way at this point.
So your heard call was confirmed, no touch. And that time there was a touch.
Confirmed.
Right back to Harper Murray.
Murray's been tough in this service rotation. Let's see if she can get a run. And again, Miami's had to make some adjustments.
Left-handed tip over. Good backside up by Landfair. Good hustle. Boy, smart push there by Heredia Cologne. Landfair not down. Out of the back row. Heredia Cologne is wide. And Nebraska with the point.
with some great defense and pursuing of balls. And I think that's the key. You saw Landfair come over and make one. You saw Beeson come up for a tip or short shot over the block, just staying focused. And again, shooting, firing underneath those balls was key.
Timeout taken by Kano Gondara. Huskers on top here in the third, 23-15, 2 away from the sweep at home. Back here in Lincoln, set number 3 between Miami and Nebraska. Huskers 2 points away from the sweep. I want to thank all my Volley Talk friends for pointing out that earlier I said that Rodriguez needed 14 digs per set. What I really meant is 14 per match. So thanks to all my friends out there. And they're always so positive. They're always so positive and loving. So again, Rodriguez to break the record would need 14 kills per match. The record of Justine Wong-Orantes. If the Huskers were to go into the semis, if they get to the final, it'd be 12.2 per match. Off the block and down. Good block for Wilson there for Miami.
As we mentioned, the block has been outstanding, and they've really keyed in on Andy Jackson to slow her down. She's been so productive all year. We understand why that's in the scouting report.
Chase down. Nebraska out of system. Here's Landfair trying to bail him out, and she does.
Great out-of-system swing and a great job there by Bergen Riley to get a ball for Landfair to swing at.
Match point for Nebraska, 24-17 against the Canes here in Lincoln. Kennedy Orr to serve. Heredia Cologne with the kill. Heredia Cologne now with 14 kills in the match. 11 attack errors, 39 swings. Match point number 2. And back to serve is Milana Moisio. Good dig by Moisio. Riley with the tip, and Riley picks up kill number 4 in the match, and Nebraska moves on in the NCAA tournament with a sweep over the Miami Hurricanes.
Just a great execution all around tonight for the Nebraska Huskers. And advancing on. And the region stays here in Lincoln.
13 consecutive years Nebraska has moved on to the regionals. They've been in the Final Four in 6 of the last 9 years. Trying to make it 7 of 10 as the Huskers sweep the Canes. Nebraska in the match hits 293, 357 in the final set.
And again, they do it with, again, a wide range of attackers getting involved. Every attacker out on the court had a minimum of 4. That includes Bergen Riley with the 4 kills. Everybody 6 all the way up through 9. So very, again, balanced attack for the Huskers.
Huskers with the sweep, 3-0. They host the regionals right back here in Lincoln next week, where they'll face the Flyers of Dayton. Thanks for joining us. For Kathy Wieskamp, I'm Larry Putney. For our entire crew, we'll see you next time back here from the Devaney Center.